Hey, kids, and welcome to our podcast.
Where it's just two girls just talking about being bros.
Except, surprise, it's three. You know what they say, three's company.
Exactly. This is our first special guest in the new studio.
I thought it was three's a party. And oh my gosh, yes, look. Professionalism.
Yeah.
Only the best.
Exactly.
For the best.
So here's a question. If this is professionalism, what was it before?
Professional amateurs.
Get out. Get out.
To be fair to Melanie, there was a time and place where we once recorded on an Apple earphone.
Yeah, weren't you guys like behind a dumpster, kind of just like...
No, Victory lives behind the dumpster. That's her location on Snap Maps most days.
The dumpster. Hey guys, just me in my dumpster.
And everyone's like a classic Victory.
That explains the smell.
But yeah, welcome back, Melanie. We've had her on a couple times, a couple of videos, one podcast virtually, of course. And of course, the most recent Roxanne's Beauty Salon. Thank you for coming.
Look at the cut. Look at the cut.
It's looking
Doing
fresh.
Good. It looked, I realized.
Yeah.
I'm say it looks so bad. No, I'm kidding. Like when she got it cut that day, I didn't really notice like the length, but then I think I saw you like the day or two after, like just out and about, and I was like, wow, it looks so much shorter.
Out and about, so you're probably stalking her. You're like behind her house. You're like, wow,
I do look near a dumpster.
Binoculars. She's like,
Melanie's like, I haven't seen you since we recorded Roxanne's video. So what are you talking about?
First time I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then obviously for those of you who haven't watched out, oh my gosh, for those of you who haven't watched Roxanne's video, so you should check it out. But she's going to med school, baby.
This is my med school haircut.
Yeah, and it looks great. I gotta tell you, and it suits you so well. Your outfit is the most. If I went into the doctor's office and they're like, the doctor's in, and you showed up, I'd say, yeah, heck yeah. What can I say?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love the boats. I don't know if it can pick up from the cam this far, but there's boats.
There was a store that was closing down on Lakeshore, and the lady was like, oh, it's COVID. Like, I have to close down. I don't have enough customers. So everything was like $5. So this shirt was $5. It was in the men's section, but I was like, I can't resist some little boaties. But then my mom and I were driving by the other day, and she was still there. So we bought this months ago. So I think this COVID closure was a pity plea. But honestly, maybe things did get better, and my mom said some inspirational words when she was there. She was like,
turned it around.
You have to stand up for yourself. You have to try. You know, this is your passion. You're following it. And maybe she was like, okay. And then maybe sold her house and like to keep the business. I don't know. Maybe my mom ruined her life. She's still there.
It's something me and Victor would do.
That's what I was saying. I was going to say, we say the same thing. We're still
each other. Well, it's like 1 week Victory's upset, she's crying, she's bawling, and I'm like, listen, we got to keep going. We've
been doing that with our business, and we're still in the negatives in the bank account. But that's okay.
Negatives in the bank account, but plus in followers.
Exactly.
So of course, don't forget to check us out and on our YouTube channel if you're listening to this. At 2GirlsBeingBros on YouTube, at 2GirlsBeingBros on Twitter, and at 2GirlsBeingBros _ on Instagram, and at 2GirlsBeingBros on TikTok.
Yeah.
What can I say? I don't need Victor to do our social media shout-outs anymore.
No.
I'm pretty much everything. Literally, as I was sitting here, listen, the guest has the right to sit and not help with tech because, first of all, they're not part of this.
I didn't want to get in the way.
The behind the scenes. They're here simply to put on a show for everyone. However, there are certain people who aren't the guest and certain people who have to help running the show. And some people didn't help.
I think I'm more of a not helping you side of tech.
I'm kidding. You literally edit everything. So I was like, this is the least I could do. But I like to remind her.
One of the lights was falling, and it was falling next to Victory, and she was just watching it happen in slow motion. She didn't even flinch, like to catch it. She was just like... And all of us are like, oh, Victory. So,
my brain is on a delay today.
Today.
No,
most often. It always is.
We always joke about like Victory being like, oh.
There's no way this is going anywhere good.
No, but Victory is actually truly intelligent and has many skills that I look up to.
Yeah, I don't know.
What that sounds like? It's literally like, don't worry, Victory. You got some stuff in your head that does the thinking.
No, we always bash on her, but she truly is.
It's all part in fun and games, and you know, I don't know. It's not street smart.
No, she's doing it to herself.
She's tucked her pants up to like.
Well, mine are like
her
under
nips.
That's what mine are.
No, but like, why does it need to go so high? What are you doing?
It's to accentuate the where the uterus is. Oh, I
You
might
know
be
Victory.
giving spoilers to our future questions.
Oh, true.
Stay tuned.
Oh
Stay
yeah, we have a
tuned.
fun game plan. I thought you were saying I might be giving spoilers. I'm like, you're trying to like do an unexpected
Is this a
pregnancy
pregnancy?
announcement.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it in a way that people will be shocked for the rest of it. You're just gonna smack around. Okay, it's like literally last podcast I hit the mic like 17 times.
I'm getting used to it.
Before we move on, since we have our doctor here, and she was actually one of the most iconic people to pick one of the best songs for listening to our friends' playlist for a week challenge. So check that out on YouTube if you haven't seen it.
I won.
So of course, Melanie, give us your song of the week.
Yes.
Okay, so I have 2 up for grabs. Okay, I have a million songs up for grabs. But the thing that made me feel most happy lately was, and Victory's going to hate me for saying this, Permission to Dance.
I'm not gonna hate you for saying it.
Yeah, Victory actually just cried. She cut out the part where she screamed at Melanie.
Yeah.
No. Okay, you don't hate the song, but
No.
she was like, it's not Butter.
Yeah.
It's not Dynamite. It's not Pied Piper. It's not any of the other BTS songs. It is more like American and more processed, but just the music video and the songs, it's all about being positive and happy. And in the music video, they're taking off the masks, and it's just they're all dancing together, and it's all about positivity. And in this time where like there's a huge crisis of truth, and everyone's kind of just like, screw this, screw that. Like I have my own opinion of what the truth is. I don't know, with everyone kind of just coming together and being happy.
Yeah, like brings everything.
Yeah, usually Victory is the negative one. She usually puts on her mask for the show where she puts on kindness. Usually she's really mean.
Yeah.
Like imagine Cruella DeVille, Victory was the person they based it off of.
Yeah.
I mean, Victory just brought us pizza on plates. We were sitting here.
I don't
after
recall.
We
I
did
know.
Never happened. It was all a dream.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say because Melanie, Melanie always texts me like. Gives me the updates of the like when all the new BTS songs are coming out, and I was like, "Don't worry, got you. I'll listen." Roxanne gives me like all the TikTok updates. I'm just like an absolute boomer.
I don't text you TikTok updates. You make me sound like the biggest loser. How dare she?
Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie.
Yeah, like she's sexy. Guess what Noah Beck posted about Dixie D'Amelio? I'm literally sending you their Instagram profile pictures, like off their profile.
Yeah. I mean that
This
like
is
I meant that I
slander.
get like my info because I'm literally like so behind with like pop culture, but anyway, Roxanne, just to clear up, doesn't text me updates about Noah Beck and what he's doing.
Oh my god.
She just whenever we're talking and she's like, "You hear what happened on TikTok?" And I was like, "No." So that's what I meant. But when Melanie texted me that, I was like, "Yeah, I'm excited." And it came out. I listened to it, but this always happens to me. Like when you listen to something like the first time, you don't love it as. There's some songs that you do love, but like some for me, usually songs grow like with time. They age like fine cheddar. So when I first listened to Permission of Dance,
Sorry, I just hate cheddar.
like it was good, but it wasn't like for me. I love Butter so much, and like Dynamite was really good. Like so I compare all the three because they're all the English songs. But so Butter was so good for me, and then Dynamite was really good that I was like, okay, it doesn't really compare. Personally, like I'm not saying it's a bad song, but to me, to those two, but I was like it's not really my vibe, but I can recognize it's a good song, but I kept listening to it and I'm like, it's actually pretty good.
It's a bop.
But it's still no like Butter and Dynamite for me, but I still can appreciate that it's.
Yeah, like I could better remember the words to Butter and better sing it along. Maybe because it's been out for a month or two?
That's true, yeah.
I loved Dynamite. That's what got me into BTS, and then I found all their Korean stuff and all their little shorts and their games, which made me just fall in love with them as people as well. And yeah, Butter came out, but we could see why Permission to Dance was released after Butter, and with Butter, it's like on that CD.
Yeah, because it's like a bonus song, because Butter's like the main one.
Yeah, but Permission to Dance.
Yeah, it's a pretty good vibe.
Made my heart clench in a happy way, which we all need.
I agree.
Nice, especially Victory to soften that ice cold heart.
Ice cold heart, ice in my veins. Sheesh.
DNA. Oh, I thought you were going to do that.
Is that cool? Was I down with the times?
She couldn't even do it properly.
So you have to go sheesh
How do
or
you-
something, right?
Oh,
I've never seen it on
I didn't
TikTok.
know there were two 90-year-olds sitting next to me. Like, what? You guys gonna tape each other, paste each other's dentures in next or something? Oh my gosh! First of all, stick out the arm.
Okay, guys,
Right
welcome
arm?
to Sheesh Lessons with Roxanne. So,
It's a high pitched.
so you put the arm out.
Yeah.
Arm out.
Okay, I don't really fully know. But like
Two-
it's like
two
ice
fingers.
veins.
I almost spilled the
Oh,
water.
that's okay. Ice in my Sheesh.
101. Sheesh 101.
Not hear the difference between sheesh and sheesh. That was better.
Starting to make me cry.
I don't know what the end was.
I might cut it out.
But
Because we're authentic.
oh, sorry. The average age of people I hang out with is above 90. So when you call me a 90-year-old, like that's a compliment. That's calling me a young'un.
The
Just
average
to- just
age,
to-
Melanie.
just
You're really
to-
gonna average out the ages, and you're gonna have an age above
In the
90.
seniors' home,
To clarify, she works in
everyone,
seniors'
there's
home.
like 500-year-olds,
I can name
10
5
99-year-olds. Huh?
I know you know more people.
There's
That's okay.
152 people in the home, and they're all above 80, mostly.
Mostly. There you go. There's a couple 50-year-olds. You told me one time. Get wrecked,
I
Melanie.
think
Yeah,
one
that's the
50
problem of having a friend who actually listens and pays attention. You can get away with that stuff with Victory, not with me.
I don't even listen to myself, so I don't know what I said.
Okay, it's okay.
This is gonna make me a bad.
I'll forgive you
doctor.
this time. Victory, you gonna give us your song of the week
Yes.
or something? Or you're just
Oh,
gonna
we all
sit
do.
there?
I thought
I
it was
was
just
like, I was
me.
like, who's gonna
I was
go?
gonna
We're
say sit there and
find
look
out?
pretty, but I was like maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Okay.
you could do something like
My
that
song of the
too.
week. So I had a different song of the week, but then it all changed last night because so I was watching.
No.
I listened
Song
to
of the
it-
week.
Yeah, I listened to it more times than I've had any other song this week, just from last
What
night.
have I been doing?
But do you guys ever have that moment when you hear a song and like right when you have to hear the bat, you fall in love with it right away? Like you don't feel that feeling like right
First of all,
instantly.
Sometimes.
You said so many words in that sentence.
I'm
I
really
don't even
struggling
know if
today
you
to
were
speak.
saying them right or wrong. But anyways,
But you know what
well,
I mean?
yeah,
Like you instantly
90
fall in love. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't happen a lot for me. Like
Oh.
it'll take for me. I usually hear something and it takes time for me to love it. But there's like those rare times when you just hear a song and you're like blown away. Like when I heard "Give You On" for the first time, like wow, this happened to me yesterday. So one of my YouTubers I watch, Garrett Watts, he released like this whole like more like a movie, but on YouTube, him exploring a haunted house. I'll
This
put
is
a
the
link in the
longest setup
description.
ever.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think it- I
I'm such
think
that
half of
person
this-
that like you're someone who gets to the point. Like even when I write essays and you see like
Yeah.
it'll take me like 30 minutes to get to where I need to be.
and
Not
at least
even 'cause
I
I'm
include
trying.
important.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I might have to take a couple steps
yeah.
to hit the most important parts, but you just kind of go there for fun.
I'm setting up the vibe. I'm giving you where it was last night.
You're taking us on the journey with you, which I
Exactly.
appreciate as well.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll do it fast.
like,
So I was
fine.
watching this video, right? And his videos are so well edited. I love him. And so I was watching it, and he always has really good music too, may I add. I was Shazamming like crazy, but then it didn't work. So Garrett Watts, if you're listening, tell me where you get your music from, please. Anyways, so I was watching it, and then they had a song playing in the background, and I kind of like was like vibing right away, and I was like, holy smokes! And he played like most of it, and it helped with like the editing too, like where it was in the story. And then I was just listening. I'm like, holy smokes, this is so good. Went instantly download it, can't stop listening to it. It's just one of those songs just hit me. Like her voice is so good. So it's called "Where Are You" with an R and a U, not like ARE, and it's by King Sis. So good, like a small artist. She's so good. So like I was listening to other stuff too. Like she just has such a great voice. I was surprised she's not famous yet. Watch out, she
Watch
might
out.
be. Like if you like, it's R&B. I think pretty. That's the
And
style.
once we get the word out, you know, most
Yeah.
people blow up.
They're gonna blow up from us. But shout out to Garrett Watts for finding that song. How do people find music like these small artists?
Well,
I'm
I
just
found a
so
few on
bad at
TikTok.
finding- TikTok, yeah, it's like
Then
my
a
main
lot of them
thing.
are promoting their stuff, and you're like, I'll give it a
Yeah.
listen, and then sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, because I was like,
Really
this is
be
so
bopping.
good, and I'm like, I would have never come across this if I didn't hear it. It was
Yeah.
so good. But yeah, that's my
Nice.
song of the week.
What?
I had difficulty finding it because I wrote where the letter R, but then the word you.
Yeah, no, it's just
It's
R.
also the letter U.
Yeah.
So, and King Sis isn't like sister. That's cool because it's like King is a male thing. Sis. I'm ruining it. Sorry. Cool name.
Yeah,
Follow
very
her.
good artist.
Follow
Check her
us.
out.
I'm just kidding. Them.
You done?
Yep, Roxanne was
Thanks.
yours.
A classic. We're pulling an Uno reverse card. It's "Stay" by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber. A classic. It came out on my birthday. I was like, Justin Bieber.
Gift
Thanks.
for you.
Thanks.
Speaking of that, I have some relevant pop culture news, guys.
Oh, sorry. I must have missed the part where I was done. That's cool.
Sorry,
I'm
you
kidding.
done? No, it's so exciting because I
That
never
was
have
fast.
anything relatable or like relevant to say.
Okay.
Did you see them performing live? He's getting slewed. Kid Laroi. Apparently, I don't know if he's ever performed live before, but he sounds
He's
apparently
getting
so.
slewed?
Yeah, people are making
Like
fun of
that?
like crazy.
No, what?
Like slewed. Like it's new.
Let me Google the word.
I don't know.
I don't think
make
that's a
fun
real
of-
term.
It is. It's a cool slang term the kids are using, aren't they?
Slewed. Like, slayed, past tense.
No.
Slew.
Like, isn't it?
I hope that's not it. Ugh.
Is it like a...
Turn or side violently or uncontrollably in a particular direction.
It's an exaggeration, but he's getting like a lot of backlash because he sounds terrible live. Apparently,
Really?
They performed it, Justin Bieber and him, and But the thing is, because I guess was telling me this, and I saw it on TikTok too, but I didn't really listen to like it full. I never listened to the original one, so I didn't know how he sounded originally to compare, but it didn't sound that great live. But they performed it live, and he's getting like made fun of like crazy on TikTok. But I kind of feel bad because like, is it? Because I don't know enough. Like, has he never performed live before that he's been
on
bad?
Jimmy Fallon, he performed live, and I also was thinking, like it's not the best. He just seemed nervous or maybe upset.
That's what I think. Because apparently he's a kid too. And then I was talking to Gus, and I'm like, are you sure he wasn't nervous or it was like bad, like ear? You know, when they don't have the ear things set up to the music. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, is there more to the story, or is he just not? Is he just so heavily auto-tuned that he's not good live?
But like he had the voice, he just seemed very nervous in the Fallon performance.
That's what I was saying too, because I'm like, he's a kid. Is he scared? I was like, has he literally ever performed live before?
Yeah, he's 17.
Yeah,
he's turning 18.
I didn't know the background,
so we got to give that to him. But
I didn't.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear anything about that. I saw that they were performing it live. I played it, but the audio was just like so bad that I was like, it literally just kind of sounds like they're both just like lip syncing, so I couldn't even hear Kid Leroy's voice. I don't know if it was
I
good
didn't
or
know
not.
enough background to be like, I don't know if he's actually bad or if it's just actually like a situational thing or like the audio is bad, or I didn't know. But like, apparently he's getting like made fun of so much on TikTok.
Aren't we over making fun of people, like just so toxic? Don't you feel bad when you make fun of someone
when you make bad if someone doesn't deserve it? Yeah, but like.
So okay, if you make fun of someone who deserves it,
like, I know what the thing you're trying to say.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a difference between like bullying,
yeah,
criticism, and hating, right? Like bullying and hating is kind of the same thing, where like you just don't like the person and anything they do, you're gonna critique it for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like, let's say you see someone do something, it's the action, not the person, completely different. Because it's like, if you're making fun of any singer who can't sing, it's kind of like, how are you a singer and you can't sing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying, like, okay, like, tell them, like, horrible things. But I'm just saying, like, being like, why can't this person sing? Valid criticism. But now, if it's, like, genuinely only one person, like, someone else does it, and they're like, oh, it's not that bad. But then the second the person you don't like does it, then I feel like that's kind of like, it's like, come on, people. Like, you know, you're not criticizing, you're not doing anything. It's literally just like you're just making it personal and you're not benefiting
That's
anyone.
literally Twitter in a nutshell. That's why I avoid Twitter completely.
But also, creating music and performing it's two different talents, two different things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
exactly.
literally just do the one.
Yeah, it just, and then it becomes a problem if someone's claiming that they're so good and they don't follow through. But then again, like, I don't really know anything about Kid Leroy, so I was like, I can't really comment on this until I have all my facts. But I'm just putting it out. That's what's going on in the TikTok world, TikTok news channel. Welcome to the TikTok news channel, guys. We're turning into a TikTok news podcast.
I haven't been on TikTok in so long. Victory literally has to text me TikToks because I deleted it. I viewed it like on Safari. I also tried deleting YouTube so I don't watch it too much because I was
brave.
But now I'm just watching YouTube on Safari.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go out of YouTube, okay guys, I'm going to tell you a life hack. When you go out of the YouTube app when you're watching a video, it won't play on your main screen. But if you play YouTube on Safari and you exit Safari, you have a little YouTube player in the corner. So you don't need to pay for the YouTube subscription. YouTube, don't shut us down.
YouTube is free.
No, but
it's a free app.
But you have to buy YouTube music to play
continue
music while you're out of the app.
I understand.
That's fair.
Scams. Melanie's
by
teaching you some scams.
I'm a techie. All the 8-year-olds at work that I train, because I also train people how to use technology. They call me the tech expert. It's really cute. Irene, I love you. I was going to say her
Shout out
last
to
name.
Irene.
Shout out to Irene. Irene, you got a haircut today. I saw on Zoom while you were playing Jeopardy. I love it. All the points, all the style.
Cute. Jeopardy, which one's that? Oh, the point. We played that before.
We played it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys were so... I was like Googling random trivia facts to prepare for that Jeopardy day. They're like, guys,
Rookie
game
mistake.
night.
That would insinuate that we did that. Like that's mistake number one. Assuming that me and Victory would Google real facts and knowledge. Never.
Nah,
Absolutely
just
never.
made
in my life.
it one of Roxanne's top 3 animated films.
Oh my god, yeah, it was all about them. So link up here, there,
We
all
shouldn't
around.
be surprised at this
Watch
point,
it.
though. Everything's about us.
Just a narcissistic, crazy
So,
people. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. So that's that. So Melanie,
Hi,
how's it going?
I'm good.
Do you know what I have to do? I think one podcast. I'm gonna be sitting off screen. I'm not gonna be recorded. I'm gonna watch you do a podcast by yourself.
nerve-wracking. I can't get someone to just watch me.
Fine. Do you want me to not watch and you do a podcast by yourself?
Wait,
You think you can handle it?
do you guys feel like the camera's watching you? Do you feel like the viewers
No.
are there? Like,
Oh.
are you talking to the people?
Yes, we appreciate every single one of you. It's like you're here with us.
I can't. You make it so hard.
No, it's like I'd say
How
we're
did we
having a
get through
conversation
4
with
years of
ourselves.
talk? How did I get to 4 years of talking with her every freaking week?
Guys, I'm having a day.
A day roll clip of every week.
Did you take
No,
a little montage?
I would say it's like we're having a conversation, and
See, the glasses know what's going on. They're just like,
I feel
I can't
like
see
I'm
other people.
losing my mind.
Nothing matters.
Oh,
Oh, the lights don't hurt my eyes when I have glasses.
we just told people to bring your own glasses.
Yeah, let's keep glasses on the whole time.
I don't need them. I look into the screen.
When I was looking at my screen, all the green things, if I look at a certain angle, they look red because certain cones in my eyes are tired, so I'm not picking up all the colors. You know when you look at an optical illusion for like 5 minutes, then you look at a wall and you see it?
Yeah.
I'm
I used to
not
make
in
those on
grade
computer.
school, so I don't.
There was
When
one
you
of
were
those-
in grade school.
There's one of those. So, I remember I was so young and I was at my grandparents' house. And my grandma called me in her room. She's like, "Come here," and she was like, "Stare at this paper."
This is already in. Okay, go.
And she was like, "Stare at this paper for like a minute," and I was like, "Okay."
I trust you,
I
Grandma.
did this thing like 30 times.
Literally, I've been watching.
So she's like, "Stare at this paper." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm staring at the paper, and then she's like, "Look at the wall." And then Jesus Christ was there.
I saw the Jesus one too. I made that in my background when I was a kid because it was also like kind of like modern art.
And then Jesus Christ himself standing in the
I saw
room.
Jesus.
The human. He
And like
came
in
back.
proper color because like they do the negative
Yeah,
color.
I was like, "Whoa, sick, Grandma."
See, I'm just pointing out one crucial piece of information. Literally, when you said, "Come and stare at this piece of paper," that insinuates it's just a blank piece of paper.
Oh, it had like a pattern or something on it.
Yeah. How did you not see that
And
it
you
was
have to
Jesus
start one
Christ
dot.
on the paper
I don't
though?
remember. I was
No,
young.
let me show you. Make it pop up on screen. As a kid. Well, now we told you it's Jesus, but
Absolutely.
it does. But also when I was a kid, I looked at the heart things and I'm like, is this some like punk rock t-shirt thing?
It's Jesus appears, but he has like the painted face, like kiss the band.
Eyeliner.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, Kiss is
waterline.
actually really good. And I thought their music was going to be like death metal, but it's just like chill rock.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
as intense as you think, but it's still like too rocky for me. Like the boxer A$AP Rocky, that's a singer. Who's the boxer?
Yo, I feel like rap is more hardcore
Rocky
than...
Balboa.
Oh yeah, what's that? No. What's that music when he's training? No, that's Final Countdown. That's not the Rocky song though.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what the Rocky song is. I've never seen the movie. I've never seen the film.
That's John Cena.
John Cena, you want to come on our podcast? I feel like he'd be. What do we do?
We could talk about BTS together.
Oh yeah, John Cena does like BTS.
Does BTS?
Does
That's
like.
Oh, he likes.
He likes
BTS.
BTS
He
specifically.
Because
does
of what they
like.
stand for.
What is it that they stand for?
Positivity.
And
Good vibes.
Love Yourself. It's the
Love
name of their album, the 3 series.
And Love
They
Yourself.
sing about like growing up and issues of youth and facing hate as they were trying to become a big group, you know.
Now they're taking it, and I respect that.
They did also a Fallon performance on like a big bridge in Korea. Like that was really cool. They shut down the whole bridge. They
Nice.
shut down Korea for
That's
BTS.
It's gonna be us in 5 years from now. We're gonna shut down the bridge just to record our podcast.
BTS made it in 7.
Podcast.
7, yeah. Well, we're gonna do it in
7/8.
5. Shoot for this.
Let's wait a little.
Shoot for the stars. You'll land in the moon, right?
No, shoot for the moon and you'll land amongst the stars.
I don't think I want you manifesting anything for a podcast anymore because after that,
Yeah,
that
I
was,
just tend to curse it.
that was Literally, I rewatched Nadia's haircutting video. So Roxanne's Beauty episode 2. Check it out on YouTube. And literally the part where you say you literally interrupted me saying hopefully we have 100 subs by the time this comes out to say, yeah, well, we probably will have 100 subs by the time this comes out. Fun fact, we were at 99
for like 2 weeks. Wasn't it like
no,
so
it was
long?
right up to the day that it came out,
wasn't-
and then just the second it came out, that's when we got another subscriber. But I was like, she's lucky.
Yeah.
She's
What is it
literally
now?
jinxing us. 247. It's been there for a while.
We're in a little
That's
bit of a
okay.
rut.
That's amazing.
But it's okay. It'll come back around.
What does it
comeback
take
season.
to like explode?
Luck.
Why?
As long as
Luck.
Love.
consistency.
You have to love the people, not.
Love what you're doing.
I
You
don't
can't be
think
fake.
about the people behind the
But we're
camera.
not fake.
No, you guys are genuine.
Thanks.
One of us is. The other one's wearing purple.
I guess I'm wearing an all purple fit today.
That's
Well,
lie.
half my shorts are
That's-
colored.
I'm genuine.
That's olive.
Straight up lies.
I know, close enough.
She had pizza on her just before.
I did a pizza sauce on my chest before. Not anymore.
That's
Not
okay.
anymore.
I
We're
had
safe.
garlic sauce on my shirt at work,
called?
so.
Nice. I love garlic sauce.
We've had a fun.
Stop.
Did she remember her Caesar salad moment
Stop.
in high
I
school?
was thinking of a transition, but it was
Say it,
just
say
not-
it.
I was gonna be like, so it has nothing to do with anything. That's
Say
why I
it.
stopped. I was gonna say, so we've had a fun time together.
What?
I just tried to
You're
say that
illegible.
we've done a lot of stuff together
Incoherent.
recently, and
Okay.
we've had fun doing it.
Truly.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to the beach.
What are you transitioning into?
I'm transitioning to say that me and Yelena creamed you guys in that card game.
Do you see what she does, Melanie? To me, she's like, Roxanne, let's start a podcast. We're gonna have tons of fun. She just used it to rail on me. And then she's like, let's have Melanie on as a guest just so she can rail on you.
I
Do you
honestly
see
thought they
this?
were inviting me, because I'm going away soon. They wanted
No.
to make a nice
No, I just wanted to
gesture.
remind you guys.
Yeah.
This is a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to
So-
be fair, you've played that game. You and Yelena have both played that game more than Melanie did.
I'm not more than you.
It's a team game. And what's the saying?
50-50.
The team is only as strong as its weakest link. So back off. Yeah. What? It was like your first time playing the game, or like second
It's also
time.
her first.
No, it
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't.
She's played
Oh.
it multiple times.
I
And
just always forget
And
completely, and then
Yelena.
I get back into the
Yeah.
thick of it.
Oh, sorry.
So that's the end of our podcast, guys. Bye. I'm leaving.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're so good at cards. You must be able to beat me.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
if,
yeah.
If clearly,
Here we go.
No, if a team's 50-50 and I'm
Yeah.
so bad at that card game, how did I beat you in speed?
You're ahead by 1 point.
When?
Calm down. Slow your
Best out of three.
horses.
Slow your roll,
Slow
first
your
of
roll.
all. Second of all, I creamed Nadia too. So Nadia, if you're listening, you can be a proof to this.
We brought back speed. Remember
Yeah.
that one?
Yo, we had like recess tournaments.
Yeah.
Indoor recess.
When it was indoor recess, when it was raining or like snowing or it's too cold. You just remember, it was like a freaking factory. Everyone would be like at desks
Like,
with
line up all
speed,
the
and
desks.
everyone you just hear like the hands slapping the pile. I used to be so good. See, I was the speed queen back in
No, you weren't.
I thought I was.
No,
You're such a liar.
Speed is one of my best games. I sucked at
That doesn't mean
everything
you were the
else.
speed queen.
I was
That
just
just means that
self-proclaimed speed queen.
Isn't speed like a drug? Like, can't you go sheesh with speed?
Speed the card game, by the way.
Yeah, literally one time I was talking and I think I was telling someone that me and Victory played speed, and I was like, oh, we were playing speed, and she's like, the card game, and I was like, no, the drug.
You're just playing with it.
You're saying, why did you say it like that? You were the one I was saying that to. You don't get to join in on the no,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, the
drug.
person was dumb.
Guys, this I don't know why I'm like
I
this
don't,
today.
like, are you?
I don't
Do you
know.
want a nap? Do you want a nap or something?
No, it's no. I was gonna say it's because I got like shot up the day before, but then all the people are gonna be like, "This is why you don't take Pfizer. This is why you don't get the vaccine. It makes you cuckoo."
Makes you
See-
cuckoo. We should have like
I did.
a challenge. The three of us. We just take steroids. See who gets the strongest.
Just sit here and just like,
Live, and we just record it. It's like 72, whatever. I don't know how long it takes us to kick in. Like a week of
Neither.
footage,
well, it's a hormone, so it takes a long time.
month footage,
Yeah, just time lapse 1 month.
time lapse. So yeah, see, we're still sitting, and then just see who grows.
We have to work out for it to
Yeah.
work.
Because I had protein powder this morning.
Oh yeah?
I could tell.
What flavor is it?
Vanilla.
Can I have some later?
Sure. You
Make me
I've
make
had
me a
chocolate.
protein shake.
I did. I made one. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good because I didn't have all the ingredients I wanted. But
What made you take it?
well,
You want
more
bulk up?
protein. No, I don't think I get enough protein. But I was like, I'll make a smoothie, and I've had it sitting for like 2 weeks now, and it's the first time I made a smoothie.
Tweaks.
Nice.
Tweaks. Guys, my diet is ridiculous.
Good.
No bad. Like I just eat dessert. I can't stop eating desserts.
You can stop. Oh, he buys it and you eat it.
Well, if they're in my
Who's he?
Her dad.
No, my dad doesn't buy it.
dessert.
You said your dad is crazy.
No. I didn't know. So I'm crazy. I said my diet's. Oh,
Your
my diet's crazy. I'm like, where did
She started whispering. I'm like, is dad home? Is he listening?
Yeah, I was like,
No, my diet's crazy. I can't stop eating chocolate and cookies, and if they're in my house, I'll eat it.
I'm kind of sick of eating.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like
I'm just full and happy all the time.
Oh. You're like depressed or something. I just don't like nothing. Like I'm not like craving anything ever. And like I eat food and I'm like, yeah, it tastes fine, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, that was so good. To none of my favorite foods, but it happens.
At 5 o'clock every day, my body starts screaming at me to get chocolate. Like I literally I can't stop thinking about it. I don't know where that came from.
I genuinely think you have some other conversations going on in your mind because the way you literally thought that what you said linked up with mine.
I don't remember what you said
Yes,
at this point. What's it called? You remember that?
You said you don't crave anything, and she said my body craves
my body screams
5
for
p.m.
chocolate.
I didn't say I really crave it. I was just like, no food like satisfies me. And then she's like, my body screams.
Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I read a book once.
Whoa!
No, I read a lot these days, guys.
Congratulations.
I'll get into what I'm reading these days, but
Shadow and Bone.
I read a book once.
We'll talk.
Yes. I read a book once, and it was about like how basically like processed like the original cocoa bean. I was gonna say cacao. It's cacao.
Cocoa bean? Cacao.
The original like cocoa bean, like in its pure form, is like actually pretty good for you. But it's because it's like processed. These chocolate bars, they like process it and add
sugar,
all the sugar and stuff like that. But the modified sugar, I forget the scientific name for it. It's like there is a book and it's basically it's like a drug. Like your body, it's like the same thing. Like I can get addicted to wanting that, just like it's like drugs. And I'm like, I think that's me.
But maybe it's also partially a placebo effect. Like you read about it and you're like, I must feel this way now.
Oh no, she's been a long time feeling this
I
way.
mean, my mom told me once that it's been like from birth, but like she told me when she first gave me chocolate that she gave me chocolate and then I would literally scream for chocolate. I'd be like, I want more chocolate.
It's so funny because she
like,
was so quiet
chocolate?
when we were kids.
And I was like, oh my god, it's from birth. And she's like, I regret giving you it. But I've literally been like that, like forever. Like I'm addicted to chocolate.
I did that with lemons.
I would scream for chocolate.
I was literally like, you literally scream for like chocolate. I was
like what? Like what would you scream? Like
I
chocolate,
want chocolate.
please?
Can I have more chocolate? Like I'm sure it was nice, but
I don't know.
maybe I don't know when it comes to chocolate.
She's the
You're
older
not even
sibling.
nice now.
When it comes to chocolate, I get like Augustus ate my cake the other day, and I was fuming at him. Fuming.
Wow, Victor hasn't had any real life
Like
problems.
Eat my cookies, no problem.
Just
Eat
kidding.
my cake,
That's
but
so
don't
rude.
touch my chocolate. I have lots of problems. But anyways, what I'm reading these days, the Cupcake Mystery Series, so good, guys. They're such easy reads.
Oh god.
They're like so cheesy. And
You are aware
works.
we've been over this on the podcast.
Have we?
Before. Yeah.
I think I heard that episode. Yeah.
oh, I
but
don't
you also
remember
told me
it's
in
real
person.
life, and I tell the same thing.
And I've heard this story like 1,000 kidding. It's like we got to do a live reading.
Yeah. Oh my god.
After each podcast.
That's kind of fun. They're so good. I read a full one yesterday, like start to finish. There's such an. I like it because it's an easy read.
How many pages?
I'm not sure. Like 33 chapters. Each chapter is probably
I was
like
gonna say
max
33
10 pages.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, they go by really fast though. Like it's such an easy read. Probably not like the level that you'd want to read at, but I think it's probably for kids. But anyway, no, it's not for kids. It's a little. They can get a little bit, over PG-13, maybe 14A. But anyways, they're so good. But I was
Is there
saying
kissing?
sometimes.
Their
Yeah.
body
Oh,
touching.
then it is a 14A
See, the thing
book.
is, it's a little bit of romance, but I hate romance books. So it's not too much, but it just has a little touch of it. But it's mainly around the
Is there
mystery and the
kissing,
murder.
though? Kissing or just romance?
Sometimes romance. No, just not really.
So it might be more.
Not really.
It might be more of a PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, read. So I recommend. But then I told Roxanne, I was like, you should get one and go. But then Roxanne's the type of person that. I don't know how you're Melanie at this, but she always guesses the murderer. It's like no fun. I'm like, how do you have any fun? watching or reading anything.
How do you have fun being smart, Oksana? Tell us.
Like everything she guesses fast, and like I'm the type of person, not just like this too, like me and her will never catch on to like who the murderer or who did it, right? How are you? Are you someone who guesses right off the bat? Or you have an idea and you know, or are you someone who's always, most of the time, surprised?
It depends, because sometimes like I'm watching a TLC show and I feel like everyone could see that. You could see the train wreck coming. You know, it's like I see the car on the tracks. I see the train.
What's the TLC?
Like the 90 Day Fiancé kind of stuff. Those are TLC shows.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
But like sometimes I get caught in left field or whatever and I don't know what's going on.
You're like the middle ground.
Middle ground.
Because Roxanne's an extreme, and I'm an extreme. Like, 9 out of 10 times will never get it till, like, the end.
Literally, though, it was so, like, when we were watching the movie with Camila Mendes.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
What's it? Beautiful Secrets, Beautiful Lies, or something like that. And literally, because we were on a Zoom call, me, Victor, and Nadia, and I, like, literally said, I was like, oh, she buried the jewels, or, like, blah, blah. Like, I was, like, calling things. And they were sitting there and, like, I was on mute, so, like, they didn't hear me, I guess. But I said it, like, a full 10 minutes before they did, and then they're like, oh, like, as she's, like, digging through it, and they're like, oh, it's in the garden. And I was like, yeah, I said that. And I was so confused. I was like, I can't believe that it took you guys that long to get through it. But I was like...
It's more fun.
Hire her as a writer.
It's really
is. So I'm like, I don't know if you'd like those books. I feel like you probably would guess who it is every single time.
Let's do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you have to read the first one. Yeah, read the first one and see if you do it. Because, I think... To this day, I haven't guessed. There's literally like 20. I think I'm on like 7 out of 20 or 18 or whatever. I don't think maybe one of them I might have guessed.
I thought you meant you're on 7 or 18 out of 20. And I was like, what? But then
too wild.
Yeah, no, 7 or 8, yeah. And I think maybe for one of them I might have guessed, but most of them I have not been able to guess who's the murderer.
Right?
Yeah, because it entertains me because I can't guess it. It's easy read, like...
When you guys ranked different shows and you guys talked about The Mentalist, I started watching it. But then each episode, like, it's so easy to guess. It's like the third person they introduce, that's the killer. Or like the second one who's like hanging around the crime scene.
I'm gonna watch them, see if I guess it.
Yeah.
Because I probably won't.
Test.
I'm so bad at that. But speaking of...
No, I was gonna say that one you might be able to, but I want to see you. I want to watch you.
My levels are pretty low of guessing. So... I'm like the perfect. I feel like being not like the perfect people. It's like, you know what the movie people want. They want like that, you know, like they hate people like you who like can guess it.
I see through it.
Yeah, she sees through it.
What can I say? I see through all the fog.
What's called? Speaking of TV shows, I got Melanie to watch Shadow and Bone. Guys, I'm so obsessed with that. I don't think you haven't watched it yet, right?
No,
I don't know if it's up your alley. You have to watch it. Tell me what you think.
It's fantasy.
Because it's fantasy.
Like what? Like Harry Potter?
Yeah, like
kind
magic
of,
powers.
Like magical
fantasy
powers,
world
kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's like totally your vibe.
That's borderline.
But it's not like full on witches and wizards. There's like,
and it's not too hard to keep track of because sometimes the medieval shows get like. You know, Game of Thrones, you have a million characters. You don't know what's going on.
Never watched Game of Thrones.
Neither have I, but I just heard things.
I'm obsessed with that show.
Yeah.
I was just super happy that there was a Slavic-inspired show, because it's always like, oh, look at this one or this one. Like, I feel like Slavic culture is something a lot of people stay away from, or if they do it, it's really Russian. But here they had a bit of like other types of Slavic.
Yeah, it wasn't like specified.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like
you're knocking everything over.
Because I think I was reading, because I read all the book, not all the books, but I read quite a bit of them, and I think she does like an interview thing at the end or like answers questions, and I think most of it is mainly the author.
It was inspired by like Imperial Russia, right?
Yeah, it was mainly Russia, but then I remember when she like, there was like influences from Ukraine too. She mentioned Ukraine in there too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's probably mainly Russia, but like Slavic inspired, well, like not inspired because it's a whole made up world, but not inspired, sorry. Not actually set in Russia. It's a made up universe or whatever. That's what I meant. But inspired by, I'm having a hard time with words today.
Your thoughts are all there.
But you might like it too. I don't know. You might like, because what they did in the TV show is that they combined, because Shadow and Bone, it's like 3 books, like, and that's a series. And there's 2 books in the Crows. So the Six of Crows duology, they call it, and the trilogy. But they combine both of those. So they're 2 separate things. They take place in the same world, this fantasy world. Okay. But they're different timelines. Yeah. But they combine them together in the show.
It's kind of like the Percy Jackson series, how they did the Percy Jackson series, and then they did the lightning thief one, so it's kind of like it's kind of the same world but kind of different.
Yeah, so it's a little different from the books.
Yeah.
So I watched the show first, and I fell in love with the show right away.
Oh, I misinterpreted what you were trying to say. It is nothing like the Percy Jackson series. Continue. Because I just realized you were saying that it was two separate books, and then in the show they combined them.
Yeah.
It's okay. I understand.
Yeah.
I don't worry. I know what the Percy Jackson series is. I got it wrong. Keep going. Because I misinterpreted what you were trying to say.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was gonna ask if the duology and the trilogy happen at the same time, where they converge eventually in the end together.
No, so they don't. So that's the one main difference in the show. Those characters get to interact with each other.
That was the best part.
Yeah, but in the books they don't. There's some like overlap between, because like you have to read the Shadow and Bone ones first, because that happens before the Crows ones take place. So then there's some connections you can see in the book, but the characters don't actually interact in the book series. So in the TV show they changed that. And I watched it first. I really liked the TV show, like series. Sorry, I really enjoyed it. But then I read the books, and holy smokes, the Crows duology is honestly, I think, best books I've ever read. Up there with like Harry Potter #4. Like it's especially the second one, The Crooked Kingdom, one of the best books I ever read. The only book that's ever made me cry. Like it was literally like 2:30 a.m. and I was sitting in my bed just crying at the last chapter. If you know, you know. Also, there's another scene in there that made me almost cry. But it was so good. I've never read a book like that. And then after it kind of made me be like, I kind of wish that the Crows, like duology, was their own show. You know?
Maybe they'll do that now.
Probably not. And I'm really interested to see, because they got renewed for a second season, because what happened in the two Crows books didn't happen in the show. In the show, they created like a prequel to the two books of them interacting. So I'm really curious to see where the show goes. I'm scared they're going to ruin it. But I love the Crows books so much.
It's raining.
It's about time. Because we've been waiting on that for hours.
But also, anytime the leaves rustled, we're like, oh, it's raining. Now it's like, oh, the leaves are rustling and it was rain.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Getting some rain ASMR in the background, guys.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Quite loud. Guys, I love rain.
Yeah,
Go outside then.
There's a quote in the the previous video to this podcast going out is our Tim Hortons 24 hours challenge, and there's a quote in there of me, and I'm like, decided to go on a walk because it's the most beautiful weather. It's rainy, gloomy, and just everything that wouldn't be everyone's favorite weather, I said, and I was like, it's so nice.
Well, it's fair. It makes sense. I
nice
feel
in
like
a
it's better than someone desiring humidity.
If you desire humidity, you're a crazy person.
I think what's beautiful about weather is how it changes.
No, I like it when it's steady and you can you can leave the house and you know what you're expecting. Okay.
That's true. No, like changes throughout like the year, not if it changes, if it's different weather each week, each day of the week, I'm gonna cry. If it's
side note,
same for a week.
They've been doing such a bad job with predicting the rain. They were predicting like rain all week. I was going on my walks. I was like, oh my, gonna get rained on. Not a drop, but I mean,
yeah, they've been so bad.
I'll take it. I was like, better than not expecting rain and getting it. You know, that's always worse. At least we were on our toes.
The last week before was pretty bad weather every day, but then it cleared up and we went to Lakeshore for Roxanne's birthday. Roxanne's another year older. Happy birthday, Roxanne! Woo!
Thank you. I'm 23 now.
It was clear that night, which was
day.
really nice, and then it was clear when we went to the beach the next day.
We're both 22.
Yeah.
Second high five of the podcast. Start a counter. Ding.
It's not on the podcast. It's on the videos, Mel. We do that on the videos. We don't do counters on the podcast.
But can't you make an exception?
Maybe for you I will.
Wow.
If I'm feeling,
I'll put you at the top of my patient list.
Because Melanie's so special.
Yeah,
I'm bored of you. Anyways,
we have to reset the camera. You're lucky. Speaking of Melanie being a doctor and putting Victor on her patient list, and clearly Victor being her favorite, even though one of us gave her a haircut. We have a fun little game for us. Actually, for the viewers. Well, it's going to be fun for us, and then
you play along.
Honestly, you can.
Interactive podcast.
So what we have in store today, we're going to have Melanie quiz us on scientific things, like the MCAT related stuff. And knowing me and Victor, the two biology majors, I think it's going to be a hoot. So
yeah, I think this is going to be a disaster town for me. You have a little bit of, because you learned a bit more. You went a bit further in the science realm than me. Yeah,
and I took biology in grade 11 and 12, and then I did, in fact, take physiology in university and immunology.
And like I would hear her talking about it at dance practice, and I'm just like eavesdropping, and I'm like,
yeah, last time
amazing.
Last time I took science in 10th grade, so
Oh yes.
We'll see what happens.
Is that when I was throwing erasers at you?
Yeah, me and Melanie we all were in the same science class.
Yeah,
Holy
we like sat in
cow.
a row, I think.
Yeah.
No, I
no,
sat-
you were beside
I-
me.
yeah.
I don't
Beside.
remember. Yeah, because
Odessa was
behind
behind
me.
you?
She broke my back that one time, and then you were behind Odessa, and then
I would, like,
It's my right.
Finesse that eraser at Victory's back
Yeah.
from around Oresta, who was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to draw like a diagram
times.
of how we were seated. Anyway, I'm just proud of
So yeah,
myself.
so Melanie, what does this quiz entail?
So this quiz entails 10 questions from easiest to hardest.
Okay.
Maybe all of them will be hard. Maybe all of them will be easy. I don't know. And you guys said for me to prepare some MCAT questions, but for those of you who are stressing and ready to take your MCAT, the MCAT is all about basic science. So basic chemistry, biology,
Physics?
psychology,
Physics? Say it, Melanie. I know there's math and physics on the MCAT.
math and physics.
Thank you. Thank you.
You didn't let me get to it. There's also reading comprehension. So
Oh, Victory's screwed.
they're not taking, not in here.
Can we do that for a video?
Do you want to do a
Yeah.
7-hour
Oh,
test?
Yeah. Let's do
That
it.
could be good.
I might
Or
still
good
have my
section?
practice test. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm saying we're studying for we're gonna do the MCATs, baby.
I think I studied for it for 2 months.
That's okay.
Damn.
5 hours a day after
We'll
work.
see when we can book our appointment. and
I'm a
then
good
we'll just
guesser.
I think it costs a couple hundred to take it. So
Yeah.
you
We'll put on
Open
the
it.
business account.
Sorry.
So I guess we could write our answers so both of you could kind of take turns answering.
So I don't steal her answer.
So it's not just like,
Okay, what? Well, I'm so confused. Are you not gonna ask the question and then we both write it down?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Instead of just
But
saying,
sometimes
what
I'm
if
like,
you
oh,
said it
explain
first?
this concept.
And then you explain, and I
I'll write
steal
it
your
down.
answer.
Okay.
I know
Or you
because
could draw it out.
I know you're a thief.
I am. No, I'm kidding. I don't cheat. I'm just a good guesser.
That's a lie.
That's how I got
You
through finance. No, I strategically guess.
You cheat. Anyways,
I guess everyone's itching for the first question.
yes, let's do this.
Okay,
So
question.
wait, sorry, I realized I cut you off.
That's okay. I love you.
So they're not basic science, or did you make some
Oh,
basic
yes.
science or some?
So I made it more medical-esque because basic science is like, what is osmosis? That's like high school stuff.
Yeah, so Victory knows what else.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, just to make them a bit more interesting, and please play along.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the human body temperature?
Oh, frick.
Write down your answers in Celsius, please. We are in Toronto, Canada. See us at the dumpster on Snap
Oh my
Maps.
god, I am actually so annoyed because I was looking this up yesterday because I wanted to make sure I didn't have a fever.
Oh yeah.
God damn it, my memory is so bad. I literally looked this up yesterday. Everything's a mess.
I also have a part B, but let me know if you guys want it or not. It's what's the regular
okay.
blood pressure. So if you want to write that down, you might have heard it around. That's why I thought this was an easy one.
Are we doing body temperature?
Body temperature, and part B is blood pressure. Kind of human body statistics average.
I don't know the
What do doctors
measurement
look for?
for blood pressure, but
Just write whatever you feel. Write the unit as well. I
oh
want to
wait,
see.
that's blood oxygen level.
Oh, I don't even know that. What is it, like 98%?
Wait, did you say heart rate? Like beats
Blood
per minute?
pressure, not beats per minute.
Blood pressure. Shit.
Body temperature, blood pressure.
Can I ask what the blood pressure measurement is?
You could tell me, and
Is
I'll
it
tell you if
BPM?
it's right.
No.
No, that's beats per minute.
Damn it.
I don't even know what heart rate is.
Blood pressure.
It's between 60 and 80.
Okay.
I think
facts.
I'm getting everything confused. Okay.
Wait, hold up. Blood pressure?
Yeah.
Ooh, I know. Physics. I know the unit for pressure.
See, I should know this because like my dad's the type of person that will come and like tell me his and be like, you have to make sure it's between this,
on
and
his
this.
watch.
But my memory is so horrible. I'm gonna be so upset if I don't get the temperature one right.
I'm kind of worried if this is the question. I mean,
See, I've
That's not
heard
fair.
both these things, but I just can't remember.
exactly. And it's not like you guys
That's
hear it
fair.
all the time, but with us, like the teacher asked me in class and no, it was a CPR course. And the CPR dude asked me, it's like, what's this? And I failed in front of all the nurses at work that hate me. So I was very embarrassed. So I'll remember it forever now.
Okay.
Okay, ready to answer? Let me know when you guys are ready.
My units are technically correct.
I don't know my unit.
They're not.
I don't have units.
They're
'Cause she's a physics
they're
girl.
theoretic, yeah. I want the physics. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
So body temp.
35 degrees
I got
Celsius.
36.7.
And
Okay.
then you wrote 88 and I wrote 55 and I wrote force over area because that is the definition of pressure.
Isn't that a Pascal? Is that a Pascal?
Oh, my thing's on
It can
slide.
be.
No, a Pascal is Newton over area, I believe. No, which is force.
Yeah.
Force is in
Force over
newtons.
area.
I didn't have a measurement because I have no idea what.
88.
What is the answer?
So body temperature is 37 internally. When they measure it on your
that's-
forehead, it should be around 36.5.
Oh!
Yo, 37. I was gonna put 37. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Internal, because I remember I was like, I
Do I
think
get
one
the
time I was
10
30.
points?
So you're close. Like if they measured it, it
No,
would be around
no,
there.
no, no.
I said whoever's closer gets
It's
a
also
point.
average.
Melody's the judge. Melody's the judge.
The average doesn't exist. Oh yeah, we're taking
Trust
turns.
me, give me
Yeah,
this
let's do
one. I'm
that.
not gonna get
And then-
anything after this.
And then what's the heart rate or blood pressure?
Blood pressure is 120 over 80
Oh,
millimeters mercury.
I don't think I'm gonna point for that.
Because it's 120 at the systole and 80 at the diastole. So when your heart beats, that's the systole. That's when you have the highest pressure. So it's 120 millimeters mercury.
Why are they saying over? Why don't we just give
Because
two separate numbers?
It's over because the lower one is 80. So when your heart is relaxed and the whole system is relaxed, the blood pressure is only 80 millimeters
Why can't they
mercury.
just say systole 120, diastole 80?
If someone's like actively gushing blood out, you don't want to be like, it's 120 and 80. Or actually less because blood is escaping.
Honestly, if someone's gushing blood, I'm passed out, so I'm not yelling anything. Okay, let's do
Okay,
this.
fantastic. Good sport.
See, I knew that because I remember
Enough!
The fever is 37.6. That's adult fever.
Isles?
Isn't it
Adult.
anything?
Adult.
Isn't it anything above 37, like 38?
Like at work, if someone was
Yeah.
37, we would be like, oh, like, do you have a fever? Like, let me...
Yeah.
On the outdoors or the indoors?
On the surface of your body.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
internally
yeah,
it's
yeah.
37.
It was different.
Yeah,
for
But
because
here you're
because
cooler.
outdoors it's easier to change temperature than it is indoors. So that's what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
Because I was like, I measured with a thermal heat gun. Fun fact, in my mouth when I was sick, and it was like 37.5 or something. And my dad was like, "Yeah, it's fever because it's like internal." It's
But I
so
would
much
do it
harder
on
to
your
change."
forehead
Why?
with the heat gun. I don't know. Are heat guns calibrated for a mouth?
Yeah, they measure temperature.
What if your teeth are cold? My teeth are cold.
No, I hit it in the back of my throat. Yeah. Well, no, it's a laser. Probably wasn't safe, but I mean, YOLO. I asked my dad. He said it was
She's
fine.
doing fine today.
Next
so-
question. What is this? Where is the smallest bone in the body?
Frick.
in
If
your
I don't,
body.
if this isn't right,
And bonus point, name that bone. Name that bone.
if this isn't right, I'm gonna be so upset.
I don't think this is right. I never learned bones. I've never learned bones. My history is not. Okay. I wrote in the wrist and it's the femur.
I put ear cartilage.
Oh, so
So-
the nose, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
Cartilage is not a bone. Cartilage is a different material.
Damn it.
But it is in your ear.
Yeah!
It's
No
called the
way.
stapes. It's one of the bones that transduces sound waves. It helps you hear.
I understand.
And you wrote wrist, femur. So
I
the
don't think those were-
femur,
Yeah, I was gonna say, that didn't.
the
feel
femur is the thigh bone. It's the biggest, one of the biggest bones
Isn't
in the
it your
body.
butt? Close to your
Well, it
butt.
connects to your butt. The femur is the strongest bone in the body and the biggest.
That's why I'm the femur.
She's the femur.
What can I say?
The wrist has many bones. Did you know hands and feet is where you find the highest number of bones in your body?
Makes sense.
So many little mobile parts.
I don't know. I thought the wrist. I'm just taking guesses.
I think I've
mean,
heard
small,
that. Like
you
I
could
have,
think.
I have these weird tidbits of information in my head. Like I knew it was the ear. I couldn't tell you the
So
name
it's like
of it.
she's got the education, she's got the
the luck,
tidbits.
the weird luck tidbit. It's okay. I think it's all
2 out of 10.
downhill.
Let's
It's
do this.
downhill
Let's do
from
this.
here, guys.
Also,
Okay.
she's looking at the computer, but
I can't see that far.
Oh yeah,
Sure you
it's,
can.
I made it very small
I've
text.
made up my eye problems just for this moment, so I could read the screen.
Okay.
So question number 3: which organ can grow back if partially removed or
This is
injured?
easy.
Okay, here we go. This is where we start going downhill.
I know it. This one's easy.
Let me see.
Can't they all?
No, that's why people die.
Okay, Victor, come on. Are you ready?
Okay, 3, 2, 1,
No, wait,
they're
wait,
ready.
wait, I'm changing my answer.
I'm gonna say what you wrote anyway.
What did you write the first time? Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Liver.
skin.
No.
That's correct. Before she wrote heart.
Yeah, because can't they? If anything breaks down, they can repair it. Pretty much.
No, not if it's damaged to
Like,
a certain degree.
Or if you cut out a part of your liver, it will grow. Like if you donate a part of your liver, it will grow back to its normal size.
yeah.
Oh, without help.
Without help. But she wrote skin. I mean, skin repairs
But is
itself.
that my
No,
wrong?
not if you cut it and put it somewhere else.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
if
but will it
partially
grow?
removed,
It
I guess
won't.
some will grow.
You need stitches. If you
That's
cut
to, like,
yourself,
help it.
if you were to literally peel off your skin like this, you wouldn't heal properly back to its normal state.
Yeah, it would be kind of
You would
scarred
have-
and
yeah.
pulled, and you'd have.
I was like,
Yucky
yeah,
stuff.
I have scars from smaller gouges. Yeah, right. It repairs itself to its normal.
Guys,
She's just jealous I got a point. That's why. Isn't it the skin?
No, I know it's downhill from the first two. So we'll see if I can get one right.
Okay, number 4. What does CPR stand for?
Oh, frick, I took a CPR course back in 2011.
Uh-oh. Yo, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah. I
How
wonder
old
if
were
it
you?
expired.
Were you like 11?
Probably. CP.
CPR.
No idea. I think I got one of them. Can we do this one? We get a point based on how many words of the thing we get right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Ding,
Oh,
ding, ding. Certified professional respirator.
Is it wrong?
Yo,
But is it wrong?
Yes.
do we want to talk about what CPR means? Like why those words are chosen for?
Cardio, heart, pulmonary breathing, resuscitation. You want to bring him back.
Yeah, it's certified. You have a certificate. Professional. You've learned. Respirator. It's like the thing that brings you back to life.
No,
but we use
that's
our hands.
the breather thing.
Respirator.
Respirator is
breathing
breathing.
thing.
Is that the shocking thing?
No.
No, that's what's it called?
A defibrillator.
Oh, damn it.
I was gonna
Okay,
say the
whatever. But you got the,
Someone
got
get
the
the
vibes.
zapper.
The vibes were there.
No.
Yeah, the vibe check. Correct. Check.
I can't believe I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready for my certified professional respirators? That's the name of our fan club. You know, BTS has Army. We have certified professional respirators.
So we're both at 2
Wait, we
points.
have
No, I
we
have
to
4
record.
points.
I have 4 points. There's like 4 questions.
I literally said for CPR we're getting a point for each word correct. I didn't think you were gonna pull out. I didn't
Let's
think you were.
record.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think you were gonna pull out with a freaking certified. What was it that you said? Certified professional respirator. I
didn't think you were
thought
gonna get it on 3 years. Like I don't
I
know what
didn't
it
think you was gonna
is.
get all 3. Why did
Gets
you
it
think I did
perfect.
that? I'm gonna. Oh, because I was literally. I was thinking about you, and I was like, what if she gets like one word right, but not the other
Yeah.
2? She doesn't deserve to get
I
0 points
agreed
for
to
that.
it because you said you wouldn't get it.
I
And then you get it perfect.
Yeah, like I saw Oksana look at Victory when right before she made up that rule.
Yeah.
She's getting ready.
Yeah, I agreed to it, but like I didn't think about it.
Wow.
So
I was willing to gamble
fine,
that.
fine.
Yeah.
My words, my bond.
Oh, she wrote Dr. Roxanne. You have to write Dr. Vic.
Oh, I had Dr. Vic, but I.
My brother is also Dr. Vic. Hi, Victor.
You know he's listening.
I always send him like whenever I'm on, and I don't think he's ever watched it.
It happens.
I think he loves. I don't know. Number 5. What blood type is the universal donor?
Damn it! See, I know all this stuff, but
I'll take it out on the board.
I don't remember.
I'm googling it. I didn't remember.
Frick! It's. I'm gonna be so upset.
Isn't it your blood type? I think you said you had
It's
it.
similar to mine, I think, but I don't remember which one I have.
Oksana's like, what's Victory's blood type?
No. I know which. Hold out.
Who was I with?
We
when
talked
looked this
about
up
it.
on like the internet.
It was us, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We had a full out discussion. I was
Yeah.
ready to beat Oksana up. We disagreed.
And then I was right.
Yeah, she
No,
was
I'm
right.
kidding. Because I was wrong at first, and then we were disagreeing about the signs,
Yes.
and then I got the sign right, but I can't remember now what it was.
Damn it! I'm gonna be so upset.
Universal donor.
Yeah, like this blood type can be given to anyone without any issues.
Oh wait, it might actually be mine.
What is yours?
Oh, I can't say. Until after.
We'll say it after.
Well, I'm not even
Are you
sure.
ready?
Are you ready?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Oh, negative.
Oh, negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
I think I'm O positive.
Yeah.
Right, I'm pretty sure.
So guys, if you lose any blood around these folks, know you're taken care of.
Can
No,
O positive,
my
I
blood
can't
type's
give, though,
A. My blood A positive. I got 4.0s in my blood.
I can't give O positive, right? Mine's on donor.
Because you have the positive antigen. You could have a positive or a negative. Negative means you don't have the antibodies against other blood types, or like, Yeah, it's the antigen. So what is on top of your blood cells, kind of the lower receptors. So if you're showing positive, that means if you give your blood cells that have the positives on it to someone else, their body will attack those positives. But if you're negative, you won't have anything. It's kind of a clean thing. So when it goes in, the other person's body doesn't attack it. There's nothing to say.
Science.
Cool. I'm pretty sure I'm O positive. I might be O negative, but I'm pretty sure I'm O positive.
No, I feel like people would be kicking down your door if you were O negative.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I feel like someone mentioned to me, like, why don't you give blood? And then I would, because you're the universal one. But then I'm pretty sure I'm not. I don't know. I'm confused. I'll have to check it out.
Sorry, I just processed what you said. People would be kicking down your door for your blood. Like, what is this?
Vampire Diaries, baby.
Dystopian? Okay, I wonder if vampires have to worry about blood types. Like, do they, when they go out on a first date, do they ask for their, like, blood donor card? Being like, what blood type are you?
Hunters.
Oh, true. They had stuff like that.
They
in
had
Shadowhunters.
vampires, and then they get to choose which type of blood they like, so they have all different flavors.
Please, next question.
And some are stronger than others, I think.
So I also have a psych degree. I don't know. So I wanted to ask a psych question because the mind is equally as important as the body.
I've also taken no psychology classes.
I took 1, 2, 3.
For your education.
Oh, stakes
No.
are high, Roxanne.
One was just a psychology, and then one was because I had to fill my schedule, and then one it was pretty much it was an education, like psychology of education. So one was kids development.
Oh yeah, that's fun. So what is trichotillomania? Trichotillomania, spelled Trichotillomania. Mania. What is this disorder? What does it?
So it's a disorder.
What do you do when you have it? What do you not do when you don't have it? I don't want to be asking directed questions. It's not a spelling bee. Say what happens when you have it.
If this is it, I'm gonna scream.
I'm excited.
Roxanne, do you want to speak yours first?
Yeah.
She's writing a paragraph. I love it.
Okay, so it's the picking disorder for hair specifically. There's another one, dermatillomania, and that's for skin.
Or I believe they call it excoriation disorder. I know because I do it.
Yeah. And then it's like I think a compulsion of OCD or a result of ADHD.
Amazing.
Okay, next question.
Go on, Victory. Let us
you
know
said all the right parts.
Offensive.
What?
I said when you can't control your pee and it trickles down your leg.
I think that's called a fistula when you're doing childbirth and you're malnourished. So the baby gets stuck in the birth canal and then some of your tissue dies around that area so that when the baby eventually comes out, you have a hole where there's not supposed to be a hole. So stuff leaks out when it's not supposed to. It's a big issue in developing countries. This is from my anthropology class. I just read a whole book about this because the women are also, since they smell bad because they're leaking all the time, they're kind of shunned from society.
Damn.
But then there's this beautiful rehab center where these women would travel to go there and they have rehab together. And they also need psychological rehab because of what they've been through.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Social isolation.
This is a learning channel today, guys. You're learning just like me.
TBO.
Trichomanophobia. It's not when pee trickles down your leg.
Now I get why you came up with
It's because of trickle. I was like,
Trickle.
something must be dripping.
Trichotillomania.
trichotillomania.
Trichotillomania. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Thank you. You answered all the points I wanted to say. You were like OCD or it could be ADHD.
Show off.
Because it's Miranda Sings. Colleen Ballinger actually she came out with a video and she had dermatillomania, but then she was talking about how the hair
There's
one is the trichotillomania.
I watched that video too.
you didn't put it two and two together.
No.
And people on TikTok too. They were like some like from the front she looked like she had it didn't look like she had hair. She literally had hair from the front. But then when she like panned it back, she was like bald on top because she was like picking at it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like it's when I told my doctor about it, I'm like, hey, like, can you help me? And she was like, you have to solve whatever is causing you anxiety. And then she was like, I was like, okay, thanks, because it was a COVID phone appointment. Anyway, question number 7: are a stroke and cardiac arrest the same thing? Say yes or no.
I'm either gonna look really stupid or good. No.
Okay, I guess I could have phrased the question differently. But I guess I wanted bonus question is like describe what a stroke is and describe what cardiac arrest is.
Here's the thing. Is a heart attack the same thing as a mitochondrial? What is it?
Myocardial infarction.
That is it the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. No, because a cardiac arrest is when your heart stops, right?
Yeah.
But then stroke.
It's
Wait,
brain.
what is stroke?
It's a blood vessel.
That's right.
burst
It's
in your
brain because you have when they're slurring words. That's a sign of stroke.
Yeah.
But you could also have a stroke in your heart, in the veins that feed your heart or the arteries.
But isn't that technically it's an aneurysm?
An aneurysm is when a blood vessel bursts. That's an aneurysm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a stroke is when you have a blood clot that blocks a vein.
Oh, I understand.
Maybe it could like cause enough pressure to cause an aneurysm and to cause something to burst so you're bleeding internally. It's got really dark. But I guess you could get cardiac arrest when you get a stroke in your heart. So then a part of your heart muscle dies and it won't regenerate. Don't listen to this, doctor.
Yeah, that's what you need the thingy.
Well, you need the zap when like something happens with the electricity in your heart or you stop breathing for some reason.
Say pacifier. What are they called?
The respirator. Well, it's just a bag of air that they
pacemaker. What's that for? Wrong thing?
Yeah. That's you are so
I'm
far
so
off.
off.
You're so far off.
I was gonna ask, is this a myth or a fact? Myth or fact? I forget which one it is. I think it's when you have a stroke and people they say they smell toast. Is that
burning toast?
Burning toast. Is that a fact or is that a myth?
I don't know. I never had.
I've heard.
That seems so random.
But like, cause I guess it affects. You start having like weird
sensations.
Yeah, but, like, why burning toast? Why not cook baked goods? Why not?
Victor's like, can I please have a stroke? I want to smell.
No, I don't.
Goods.
Knock
on wood.
I just wondering. I was always because I've heard that a lot. And I was wondering if that's a myth or in fact.
Well, I guess in the same way that you slur your words, another similar symptom would be smelling burnt toast.
Yeah, that's
I don't know if it's true.
Though.
I've never had a stroke, thankfully.
Myth or fact? Roxanne's winning. Fact.
Let's go. You do have a med degree, so.
What can I say?
Yeah,
I hope you've told them about that joke from your dad. I love it so much.
I talk about my dad all the time on this podcast.
Basically, is.
Question number 8. What is cancer?
We learned about this in 10th grade, guys.
Cancer, what is?
I'm just writing it all out, okay?
This looks like my science notes. I love it, Victory. I can't see what Roxanne's doing.
This is literally what all my science tests look like. And I just hope some words stick. You write everything you know and hope a word sticks.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. A clump of rapidly growing cells or uncontrollably growing
cells. Okay. So I started with something cell related, and then I went further on. I said abnormal growth, and then I went further on something with white blood cells, and then I said too many.
Uh-huh.
So
she asked what leukemia was.
Yeah.
That's blood cells.
Oh, really?
That's blood cancer.
Yeah.
Essentially. And I guess there's different types.
Oh, but I said
leukemia.
Abnormal growth. And cell, something cell related and abnormal growth.
Abnormal cell growth.
Half a point. Half a point. I covered all the points.
No, because you can have an abnormal growth and something cell related, and it's a benign tumor. It's not cancer. The whole point of cancer is you can't stop
benign
it, and it
tumors
keeps
are
growing.
cancer.
Benign? That's so then which
you
is
can have 2 types of cancer: benign and malignant. Benign is
malignant.
a cancer that's just chill and they're growing bigger. Sorry. Malignant is when it's spreading to different types of cells throughout your body.
Yeah, but benign. You can have a benign tumor and not have cancer.
Well, it is cancer. A tumor is cancer. A tumor is a growth of cells.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Someone for some reason told me that a malignant thing is cancer and the other one is just a tumor and you can get it out and you're good.
Well, like it's a cancer, but it's just not going everywhere. They called it cancer because of how it would look in patients. The malignant one, it would be kind of growing everywhere and it looked like a crab with its claws.
I would have gotten half a point.
What causes?
You get 0.
What causes? No, you get a point. You get a point.
She doesn't get a point.
She said abnormal cell growth. That's what cancer is.
No, she said abnormal growth and then something
cell related. But it was a sub point to something cell related.
Fine, whatever.
I'll accept it.
You can have 7 points. I know
This is how I got by in science class, guys.
I would have not passed you if I was your teacher.
So my science teacher would be with me. She knows a fraud.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what causes the abnormal cell growth? Like why it happens?
Errors in cell signaling.
Okay.
Too many white blood cells.
She's sticking with it. There's a mutation in the cell cycle. So, what did you say again?
Error in the cell signaling.
Yeah.
It tells it to keep going when it should be telling it to stop.
Which I guess can happen by mutation. Whatever. Mutation is the main thing. So that's why sun causes cancer. The UV rays alter and break the DNA, which causes an alteration in DNA is a mutation, so then you can have abnormal growth.
Or your sunscreen.
Yeah. Or your sunscreen. Number 9, how does an ultrasound scan work? We're getting to the harder questions.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Okay, well, don't look. Cheater.
I had to get an ultrasound when I was like maybe 16 on my heart for my heart murmur. Wow, I'm just coming out with all my health issues today. Just don't put up my OHIP number, my Ontario Health Insurance Plan.
I think that's what it stands for. Are you done over there, Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound waves.
Yeah. I wrote that too.
I'm so glad you're not erasing.
See, I took this scenic route. So I said you put Vaseline on to give a clean slate and to make it clear.
I mean,
the free stuff. And then I said lasers in the camera see your inside. Half a point.
Yo.
I think we have to take marks off. I literally think we have to send you back to high school or something. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I love that she's truly crying.
How do sound waves make a picture?
Can you read it one more time?
Yeah. So I started off by saying put Vaseline to give a clean slate, brackets clear. So like to make it clean, right? So it's like not dirty.
When does Vaseline clean anything?
Maybe it's to like ensure a good connection with the machine.
Yeah. And then I said lasers inside the camera see your inside.
So lasers are light waves, so you're close. It's sound waves, and so the ultrasound sends sound waves into the body, and then whatever bounces back, the machine picks it up. So it's like bats when they scream,
So
echolocation
you're
in the body.
telling me that when you have a baby in you and you're seeing the little baby on the screen. That's just sound.
Yeah.
Those
It's
are
not a
sound
real
waves.
baby.
And it's the
That
depth of the
computer-
sound because it measures the time it takes to
So-
go there and back.
So, POV, hypothetical.
Yeah. I'm the baby in the womb.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
So right now you're the baby in the womb. So you're yelling. So why is your whole body showing up on the cam? Why isn't just your mouth showing up on the cam?
Wait, no,
not
the
yelling.
baby's not yelling. The machine goes in and it's sending sound waves
Okay.
down. So it goes.
Oh, so when it hits, it
it
hits
hits
a wall.
and it comes back.
So it bounces. Oh, I understand what you're saying. So we have the stomach right here, guys.
Yeah.
So the stomach.
Because
And
the
the
stomach
stomach-
is where the baby is.
the baby
It's
lives in
eat
the
the
stomach.
baby.
Yeah. I sound this is so bad, guys. I swear I took a health class.
Don't. You should say you've never taken a health class in your life. That's more embarrassing.
It's in the uterus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after you said.
Anyways, so there's the baby. So okay, let's say the uterus, the baby, right? So no, yeah.
You
So
can draw
this,
it here.
Okay, so this is crazy information
Yeah.
I'm learning here today,
Not
guys.
really.
Sound waves. I thought it
Science
was a
is
camera.
crazy when you think about it.
Like an X-ray, but like for your stomach, and the Vaseline did something.
Update. X-rays is also waves. There's no camera.
yeah.
Like the camera takes the picture, but they send radio waves
That
into
seems
you.
so like
Not
you're telling me
radio,
there's no
like
technology that can
radiation.
just see inside your stomach.
No, well, unless you're sending a camera down your throat, they have that.
Oh, this is news to me.
Or
I
up your
thought they
butt.
had cameras that
Yeah.
they could just see your insides,
No.
like lasers or something. Like
Well,
this
they
is
have
lasers.
those. Like
Lasers
glow
would
snakes.
literally burn a hole
So
through.
this is
That's
the
Childhood
baby in the
development.
tummy,
yeah.
in the uterus. So the sound waves are coming. So you're telling me the sound waves come here and they go bam,
And then they bounce.
and then they creating a picture.
They bounce
But
back.
so you're saying when the sound waves don't touch the baby, when they touch the uterus and the liquids in there, it just goes right through.
No, it goes in and bounces back.
It doesn't
but
bounce
it takes
out.
longer. No, it takes longer to hit it, so it has a
Oh, because
different
there's no blockage.
depth.
So I understand. It's like I understand. I understand what's
They
going on.
measure how long it takes for the sound wave to come
Okay.
back.
And there's also not
and then
that
they-
much between the baby and the outside. Like
Yeah.
it's only that
Yeah,
much.
so it comes back.
That's why it's such a like grainy
and it creates-
picture because
that's like art.
But it's they use a mathematical formula to translate the sound waves into an image.
yeah, it's intense stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, you learn something new every day,
Am I
guys.
at 7 or
Welcome
am I
to
at 8? No, if that's
Rub
question
it
9,
in.
I can't be. I'm at 7.
That was question 9.
Oh
That's question
damn.
9.
I literally don't have a
I'm-
personality. I'm just recycled Oksana.
What can I say?
We all are versions of recycled Oksana.
We're all versions of each other. We're all people.
Mm-hmm.
The battery's about to die, so
Let's wrap it up. Question number 10. Draw a cross-section of the neck. This question is targeted at Victory because of how
What's
she
a cross-section?
A cross-section, if I were to cut off my head and you were to look down into my neck, what would you see?
Okay.
There's 4 structures I want you to emphasize. Obviously, you have the outside. Then you have the food tube, the breathing tube, and the spine. And you could put extra stuff if you think it's there.
See, if you didn't tell me that, I would have just put the spine in a hole.
Okay. We are donuts. I know, I kind of realized as I was saying it, I'm like, oh, I'm giving them too much. As they're drawing, I'm going to explain MRIs because Victoria was so impressed by ultrasounds, and MRIs are even crazier. So MRI is magnetic resonance imaging, and it uses a big magnet. You can't take any metal into the room because it will literally scoop you into the machine and like it'll hurt. It'll literally be like a bullet. Someone went in and they held a tape measure as an example, and the tape measure went horizontally. It was like a cloth one because of how strong the magnet was. It's such a strong magnet that it aligns the protons in your body in one direction. And so when they send waves at you, like electromagnetic waves when you're in there, it changes the direction of the proton. And that kind of sends back some energy to the machine, which it picks up another math formula, and then it makes it an image. And it's much less grainy than ultrasound.
Crazy talk, guys.
How did people come up with this? It's amazing.
Wild.
Victory's still going, so let's...
This one's mine.
Skin. So you're saying the
Sort of
skin, the
muscles
spine's
on
in the center.
Okay.
The spine's kind of back, like kind of the back.
So I put this is the back of the head you have here, and then we have the spine at the back attached to your back neck, and then that's the hole in the middle.
For what?
What's that hole for?
The main hole.
Which one is that?
The main one. And then that's the breathing one you said, because your nose is going to be in front of your big hole. And then that's the other nose breathing hole, whatever other one you mentioned.
So because we have 2 nostrils, that means we have 2 breathing tubes in our body.
Yeah.
And then we have a main hole. That's a main hole for main things.
Oh, the food one.
Okay.
So why didn't you say the food hole?
I forgot. The main one. Like the main big one in your neck.
I just asked
The
this question
esophagus?
because I wanted Victory to draw like the spine being like where the skin is.
Yeah, it touches the skin, right?
Well, at the back.
Yeah. The back skin.
But I think the way you described it was that the spine makes like a kind of donut. You have a donut being the bowl of the bone, and that the tubes go through, but it's just at the back, and then the others are
I once
supported.
upon a time did think the spine was in the center.
Yeah.
But me and Melanie had a great conversation. I learned it wasn't.
Do I get a point?
Yeah, you get all the points. You have 1 breathing tube.
No, food. 1 food, 2 breathings.
1 breathing.
1 neck.
I mean, from the nostrils, it becomes 1.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Roxanne's our official winner.
Heck yeah, 11 points, baby.
Got the
I don't
4.
think I'll be able to see.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably 2 over.
I'll post it. Hopefully you saw my diagram. I let it stay there for a little
What
bit.
can I say?
But yeah, thanks Melanie for providing that quiz. That was really fun. I learned so much actually.
You
So
didn't. We'll re-quiz.
I thought an
we'll re-quiz.
ultrasound was literally a camera. That's shocking to me that it's sound waves. Like that is news.
It was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for being great students, great quizzers, and great educators of the masses. Because we are all learning together.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming on our podcast, joining us
Yeah.
back. Or probably the next time you'll be on the podcast, it'll be a virtual one, but that's okay. We will.
She'll be busy becoming a doctor.
In a-
Leave a comment down below. Everyone leave Melanie well wishes and congrats on her freaking huge life achievement. And tell her how much you'll miss her, but you can't wait for her to come back.
Exactly.
Also, I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about the quiz before we end off. I don't know. Cut this out. That's fine.
No, it's okay.
ended.
We can do a. We have time. We can do a overall thoughts.
What do you think? What I thought about the quiz? I think it's very, very fun.
Yeah. I
Was
thought
it too
really good.
hard?
No,
Or
I think
too
it was
easy?
perfect. I think it was
Victor
perfect.
just doesn't know much.
Yeah. I thought you had a good, it covered a lot of areas.
Of the body.
You're literally just
I
beating
know,
up
this
your
thing
microphone.
It's like one of
Rapid
those boxing
time.
things.
Yeah,
You just,
literally.
Half this podcast, I feel like I've been on another planet.
Yeah, you really were.
But,
Why?
I've been here.
Half the conversations. No, she was
Not
not
up
here.
today.
I still touched Victory a lot, but I was gonna touch your hand, but then you went like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom
Like
on
that
that.
TikTok.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
It probably catches that.
Thanks.
But yeah, thanks for coming on, Melanie. Hope
Yeah.
to have you on again soon. Hope you guys all enjoyed this podcast. Make sure to subscribe
And give it
follow
a
us on
big
everything.
thumbs up.
Yep.
it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys, and I look forward to hearing your podcasts from Poland when I need a little dose of home.
Of course.
Yeah.
And with that, and remember, kids,
Don't do too much.